natural gas. Natural gas is not just used for things like power. It goes into the input costs of so many things, from fertilizers to even consumer products like makeup. You talked a while back about the Boyle Levered Natural Gas ETF. It has popped. Are you still seeing action around that, or you think it's done?
Well, we're not seeing quite the same fevered accumulation of that, but it's kind of like that Bitcoin ETF, Brian, in that you're talking about a fairly volatile contract anyway, a natural gas futures versus a Bitcoin futures. And in both cases, they need to be rolled regularly. Rolled meaning that future expires. So for that Boyle contract to be valid, they have to keep rolling from month to month to month. And all of those costs sort of mount up. And then they have that swap to get that, extra boost, because it's not just a one-to-one contract. This is a double levered contract. And then they, of course, reset each day. So all of that goes into how crazy these leveraged ETFs can be.
Yeah, and just be careful on them as well. You can lose as fast as you can gain. 2021, John, has kind of turned out to be the year of digging stuff out of the ground and making stuff. I mean, the hottest plays are sort of the oldest things, and you're pointing out some bullish call buying in things like Freeport McMoran and steelmaker Nucor. I mean, it's all about literally metals and wiring and rebar.
Exactly. And, a lot of us thought, Brian, that when it looked more like we were going to get some sort of not just the reconciliation bill, but the other $3 trillion+ bill, we thought a lot of that would help in terms of infrastructure, push the likes of Cliffs, CLF, Freeport, FCX, and things like Nucor. Like you say, Freeport pulls it out of the ground. Nucor, both through recycling and just its own work, makes steel products. And those have moved up in the last several weeks, but I think a lot of it is just because people are indeed repairing things, and in many cases, these two stocks in particular are at the forefront of what people need when they're going to be rebuilding things. Now, we'll have to see what the reconciliation looks like, though.